Hello everybody and welcome to this week's Wee Hauf, the minisode brought to you by Mates, Movies and Malts, where we talk about all things current. Peter cracks into the whiskey that we've done on the previous episode. Stay tuned for that.
I've just heard the word Wee Hauf and thought I might have one.
Might have a Wee Hauf. That's what my wife says about me. So we're going to bring you this week's Week in Geek. We are going to talk about the best new thing that we watched. We're going to talk about our best rewatch. We're going to talk about things that have got us excited this week. And we're going to have this week's quiz, which is myself up against the good Pedro Sanchez 1152.
Party beat.
Anybody's got PlayStation, add that name and you'll see what happens. So we'll kick it off. What is the best thing you guys have watched this week? Stefan, let's start with you.
Rewatch.
Best.
What's
the best thing you've watched this week, Stefan? Let's start with you.
Right. Okay. I think Arcane season 2 Act 3. Well, it's because they released it. They released the 3 acts every week, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I watched Act 3, which was the finale. So that's Arcane done. So they're going to move on and going to tell other stories, other characters inside that world from that game. It'll be based around other characters. Thanks very much.
Slange.
Sure.
He's French, he's not Irish.
What do you say in French?
Merci.
What?
Like,
I surrender.
What's French?
Shit, what was I talking about? Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
Oh, right, okay.
He doesn't speak French.
Moved here when I was 5. I don't know.
Speaks Tahitian.
I speak enough French to get through a conversation about that. This is not relevant to the podcast. Why are you doing this? What was the fuck was I talking about? Okay, so Arcane season 2 Act 3. So that's the finale of it. 3 very different episodes, but really, really great still. I think it's set a record now, Arcane season 2. It is the only TV show that has had every single episode be rated over 9 for every single episode in its season.
Wow.
And it is that good. My biggest criticism of it is I wish they'd had a few more episodes for season 2.
Let me ask you a question, right? Because you say it is that good, right? Like now, I'm really looking forward to watching it, but the problem with an animated show of the ilk of Arcane is the only people really that are watching it are bang in the middle of the target audience.
Mm-hmm.
So what you're not getting is the non-animated, non-Arcane type fans marking it down, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So are you telling me it's genuinely every single episode is above a 9 out of 10?
For me, yes.
But like from the point of view of if you were recommending it to someone that isn't you.
Yeah, well, I've said to both of you, I really wish you would watch this show. Very, very similar in the sense, but I know a bit like I'll never watch Doctor Who. I'll never watch Breaking Bad, but and that's fine.
You will. That's your forfeit, by the way, if you lose the quiz.
I have to watch all of Breaking Bad.
All of Breaking Bad.
Fuck, I might as well start watching it now. By the way, because I'm gonna lose.
You said that last week and you fucking pumped me.
And
then you beat the quiz.
I only beat you in the quiz. I heard the shit.
Oh, fuck.
As you can tell, we have been joking quite a bit tonight.
No, but
genuinely,
it's really, really good.
Would you put it up there with the best TV shows ever made?
Best TV shows ever made.
Because over 9 out of 10 every episode.
Let's put it in the best animated TV shows ever made.
That's my point though. Is that's why I'm asking. Is it just the best animated TV show?
I think it benefits from the fact that both seasons are 9 episodes long. Okay, there is no filler. Right. It is everything that happens is important. Everything that happens drives something else. So, like every episode's exciting. There's something amazing happens in every single episode. And season 1 isn't every single episode is rated 9 out of 10. I think the main ones are like the first few episodes, just because they're kind of like building to stuff. But in season 2, every episode was important. Everything that happened was important.
Okay.
And every episode was exciting
Right.
and heartbreaking in its own way.
I think we need to watch this.
There's I won't say too much about the ending.
Don't say
But
anything at the end.
all I was left thinking was, God, I wish that last episode had been like 4 episodes. That's how good
Right,
it is.
okay.
I would have. My only criticism is I would have loved to have spent more time on it, and that is it.
Cool.
That's my only
It's
criticism.
very swiftly making it towards the top of my must-watch list.
Cool.
Aye, I'm looking
You
forward
won't
to it.
regret it.
No, I'm looking forward to it.
Pedro, was the best thing you watched this week?
Can I have two? Can I give you a TV and a film if I make them quick?
Yeah.
TV. It's a couple of years old now, but I watched Blackbird with Taron Egerton and Paul Waterhauser, which is hard to say when you're sober. And
It's harder
but
to
if
say
you're
his
drunk,
names and
me.
malls.
Oh my god.
How good is he in that? So good.
Phenomenal. If you haven't seen Blackbird, watch it. If you have seen it, watch it again. And the other one, we went and saw Wicked. And I'm not going to say anything about the specifics. You've seen the musical, I don't think you have you?
I was meant to go and see the film last week, but me and my wife decided we couldn't be arsed, and
Aye.
we just sat at the house and got wrecked.
Well,
I
had a great
have
time.
seen the South Park episode that
That's the
talks
same thing.
about
Aye.
Wicked, so that's fine.
you probably know more about musical about Wicked the musical from watching the sequel, which was Wizard of Oz. Wicked's phenomenal. I genuinely think it might be, including Les Mis, which is my favourite thing that's ever been made. I think it might be the best stage to cinema thing
Adaptation.
ever made.
One of the things I've
Phenomenal.
heard about it that I was really surprised, some people have said that it's actually really, really funny as
It's
well.
very funny.
Like
The
every
stage show
joke
was quite
line.
funny as well.
Is
There's
it?
loads of good jokes in it.
What's good about it is, like, see if it is a straight remake of the stage show, right? Now there is bits that are different and whatever else. Ariana Grande and you listen to Ariana DeBose, it's not Cynthia Erivo, are both phenomenal in it. Right now we've spoken very briefly about Cynthia annoyed me a wee bit with the poster and stuff,
Have you
right?
seen any of the tour stuff they've been done?
Aye,
The touring are a fucking pain in the ass together.
Yeah,
Fucking,
I know.
fucking
It's weird, man. Or the
Fuck off,
nails
man,
and
see
all that.
Get out to fuck.
I
Talk about film.
swear to God, neither of them could be better in this film. And if either of them were to edge it, it's Ariana Grande.
He said that
Edging
again.
again,
Aye,
man.
I'm always
This
edging.
guy loves edging.
I love a bit of edging.
No, Stacey really wants to see that, so I think I probably will end up
It's-
seeing it.
Phenomenal.
Okay,
Honestly, watch it. Fantastic.
no bother. Jordan?
Best thing I watched this week was A Man on the Inside.
Not watched it yet.
Wow.
Amazing.
What
Amazing.
a
You
fucking
finished the whole
show.
thing?
We
Yeah.
binged it in 2 days.
Okay.
It is absolutely beautiful. I'm a massive fan of Ted Danson. I'm a massive fan of Michael Schur. So Michael Schur done Good Place. He's done Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Parks and Rec. Phenomenal writer.
Right there on The Office.
This TV show is probably one of the most perfect things you'll ever watch. It is fucking
Wow.
beautiful.
It really, really is.
I know that you'd mentioned it previously, but like, I mean,
Well,
that's,
I'd watched one episode the last time we spoke about it, and then the day after that, me and Stacey watched the entire thing the whole way through.
right.
It's so easy to binge. It
is,
really
man. It
balances
really is.
comedy and real life
Okay.
in such a way. Like, by the end of it, I know last week's episode we talked about things that made us cry. This would have made the list
Oh, okay.
because it's amazing. It's absolutely phenomenal. It really shines a light on elder care and probably touch on something that's really close to your heart as well. So just trigger warning.
Yeah, 'cause it-
Okay. No, I appreciate that. I
Um,
appreciate that.
But it is absolutely
I,
phenomenal, and I can't wait. When I was watching it, I was like, "How are they going to get another season out of this?"
Yeah.
And then they play it really
Yeah,
well
yeah,
for how
they
they're
really
going to get a
do.
season 2 out of it.
Okay.
But Ted Danson is just phenomenal.
He's
in this
so
show,
he's
man.
so good in this. He's so good all the
Does
time.
he play against type in any way, or is he just Ted Danson?
He's very similar. He's quite similar to
To
him.
Michael in the Good Place.
Michael in the Good Place, but there's this like kind of like deep sadness
Yeah,
underlying,
Okay.
and there's a lot of regret.
and it's not
And him
it's
as
because
well.
He's not addressing it, so like,
Mm.
it's not something that spoils the TV show. But
No.
he loses his wife and stuff, and he's lost. He doesn't know what to do, and then he gets this opportunity to do something with somebody else, and he really comes into his own.
He
And he
does.
starts making friends, and he makes a best friend, and he loses the best friend as well.
fuck.
And it's absolutely.
It's really, really
phenomenal.
nice. I think he plays it so well just because, and everything that he does, and I think I'll probably notice it because I will go back and watch that again. I think I'll notice it. There's like a level of guilt in pretty much everything that he's doing that's holding him back all the time, and they don't reveal that until very late in the season, like what that was. But it's so good. But I will just say, I teared up a lot watching this show, and Stacey, who has worked in care of the elderly and worked in care homes, was crushed a couple of times by this.
It plays it so well. It does put a really good light-hearted spin on it. When it's basically like these guys are just back in high school again, and they're just having so much fun. They're smoking hundreds of dope because they get it on prescription and stuff, and they're having a good time. They're happy hour and stuff like that. It's fucking beautiful.
It really balances like the humour and the kind of sad reality very well.
I don't think there's anybody who could have been better cast in that TV show. Everybody was absolutely perfect.
Everyone was
so
good.
by the time we next record, I'm going to have watched all of Arcane and all of A Man on the Inside, because they are I'm desperate to watch, especially Man on the Inside, but I'm going to need to watch them both without a doubt.
Cool.
Brilliant.
Best rewatch this week?
Stefan, you want to go first since I just went?
Sure thing, I'll just take a sip of my drink, but why not? One of the shows that I watch pretty routinely all the time is I'll watch Rick and Morty. I know you don't watch Rick and Morty. I really, really love that show. It's such an easy watch. It's so funny no matter how many times I see it. It's so absurd and stupid. And particularly if I go back and I'm just going to like watch any random set, I'll watch season 2. Anyone who watches Rick and Morty, I think, will probably agree with me that season 2 is peak.
Right.
Rick and Morty has got all of the best episodes in there and the best season finale of any animated show, just because of how fucking good it is.
Because I said it like that about 20 minutes ago, that's why I'm laughing. Animated, I think you've done it on purpose, because he's a fucking
I was glad somebody fucking caught it, but okay, fine.
I done it on purpose, because I done it in an animated show.
Animated show.
We've talked about Arcane.
Hyphen worth.
No, you've done it beautifully, mate.
Fair enough.
I love it.
Cool. But yeah, I love Rick and Morty. It's such an easy show to watch. It's so stupid and so funny. It just makes for easy viewing. So yeah, one of my comfort shows.
Fair enough.
That's the whole point. I think the reason we talk about your rewatch, because it might be something you've watched 40 times, but people out there want to see it.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? You've just explained what it is, and neither of us have seen it. So no, I love that. My best rewatch this week, off the back of something that you said on one of the previous episodes, I cannot remember which. They're all starting to meld into one. Ted Lasso. I signed up for the free trial of Islands Getting Involved tonight, man.
He's off flowing.
I signed up for the free trial of Apple TV and did all that, whatever else, right? There's a few other things that we wanted to watch,
Penguin,
including Penguin.
That's a shout out for the Podfather.
The Podfather, right?
Penguin.
Who, by the way, just for anybody listening, the Podfather recorded an episode a couple of weeks ago, and then the episode went out on YouTube today.
The Elephant Man.
And the Elephant Man, the Gunniverse one, and the Podfather said to the Podmother, I feel like I've seen that before.
He fucking recorded it.
He was the one who filmed the fucking thing.
He was there.
Right. So anyway, Ted Lasso, masterpiece of a TV show, and it's not having any less of an impact on me the second time I watch it. I'm crying at the same time, I'm laughing at the same times. Phenomenal show. Love it. Yeah, that's been my best rewatch this week.
My best rewatch.
Rematch.
I'm fucking ripped.
That's still real, by the way.
This is
some good stuff.
Some bitch.
This episode went off the rails.
It's a smoky bad boy, I tell you at the start.
My best rewatch this week was Home Alone 2.
Yes.
So last week we put the Christmas tree up. Long story short, Violet was upset. We were meant to be doing something, we weren't doing it, so we had to put the Christmas tree up as an alternative. And she watched Home Alone 1 and Home Alone 2 for the first time, and she absolutely pissed herself laughing as Kevin was throwing bricks off the roof in Home Alone 2, and in Marv's face. She thought it was hilarious.
It's hilarious.
Brian Tom thought that was hilarious, that she loved that so much. We also watched Home Alone 1. The next morning I was getting her ready for something, and I went downstairs to do something. I come back upstairs, she was jumping on her bed shouting, I'm living alone. She is 4.
Look on the right side that as you came up the stairs, a paint can didn't hit you in the face.
Every day. Every silver cloud. So Home Alone 2 was my best rewatch this week, just for the Wayne's reaction to it. It made me feel fucking amazing.
Can I just say that that's why I love having the best rewatch in the Wee Hauf, because it's going to be stuff. It's going to be stuff. You're going to watch stuff with Wee Dame the first time she's ever seen it, and you've watched it 500 times, and it's going to be hard watching. It's going to make it. That's the beauty of rewatching.
There's something really wholesome about experiencing it through them. So I still remember first time watching Mighty Ducks with Luca, and he fucking loved that. I don't think he'd sit through it with me now because he's too old, but he loved that at the time. And watching that again, because I love Mighty Ducks, watching that again with him and seeing him get really into it and stuff like that, it's just brilliant.
I remember the first time I made my 5-year-old nephew watch Schindler's List, man.
Tell me you were Uncle Schindler.
Good old Uncle Oscar.
What made home a little better is I have an Uncle Kevin, and I told Violet that Kevin was my Uncle Kevin as a wee boy, and she believes it.
Brilliant.
So she thinks that my Uncle Kevin is Kevin from Home
Kevin
Alone.
McAllister. Love that.
I can't wait till next time she's going to ask him about it. He's my uncle that I tell her that.
He's now has free reign to throw bricks at whoever he wants. You know what I mean? Aye, best rewatch done. Next, This Weekend Geek.
This Weekend Geek. So the biggest thing that got me excited is I saw the trailer for Alien Earth.
I don't think I've seen this.
Okay, so FX are doing a TV show called Alien Earth. It's going to be a standalone where the aliens come to Earth. It's in the title. Alien Earth, and it looks.
It does look really good.
How the fuck have I missed this? Because I
I'm
love
going to make you a
it.
deal, but you're not allowed
I'll
to
let
watch
you
it
watch
until you've
Romulus
watched
first.
Romulus.
I know.
It'll not have any bearing on the story.
I know. So what they're happening with Alien Earth is it's going to be set in its own universe. So it's not going to be.
So it's not attached to any of the.
No, it's just a standalone.
Weaver stuff.
But fucking hell, does it look good?
I'm going to have to watch this trailer as soon as we finish recording this.
The trailer came out a wee while ago, but I only just seen it this week.
I've missed it.
I think it's only a few weeks old, but
I'll definitely watch it.
That's a great shout, man.
Really kind of tickled my plums this week.
There's been two things that really caught my interest this week. One of which
this week.
I know, man. I know. Do you know what I loved about the episode that went out today was when the John Cena, I've not seen him in anything. Loved that, man. I'm so proud of myself. No, the two wee things basically.
Neither of these better be the thing I was going to pick, so I'll be really angry at you for taking it.
Well, you won't be that angry at me, man. Mufasa. I have had no interest in Mufasa, right? Because I didn't love the live action remake of The Lion King. And I love The Lion King. But what I didn't realise is that I keep doing that, I'm going to put that over there. Lin-Manuel Miranda is doing all of the music for Mufasa, which immediately I'm sold. Right? I saw the trailer and I'm all of a sudden getting very excited about a live action remake of a prequel to a 1994's. It's bonkers, but I'm really excited about it.
I don't even know how to describe that, by the way.
So this is telling the story of how Mufasa was actually the villain all along.
I think potentially, yeah.
So it's basically the Lion King, but Mufasa's Simba.
Okay, cool.
And the other thing,
I don't need to see that. That's fine.
The other thing that has grabbed my attention, I hadn't even written down, but we mentioned it in the break between recordings. There is the Jurassic Park game that's coming out. Have you seen anything about this?
I've not a thing. Apart from
oh my god! It's the day after the original. Now I've got the original film tattooed on me, right? Like not Jurassic's one of my top 5. No, it's each individual's.
Every frame.
Fucking Whitworth.
Exactly. Just a picture of Jeff Goldblum in the back of a Jeep. No, it's one of my top 5 films of all time. Jurassic Park is the film that made me fall in love with films, right? And the game is set the day after they escape Isla Nublar, and a wee technician has been left behind. And it's about this technician. You're the main character is this technician that's been left behind, and it's navigating, trying to escape from the original Jurassic Park film. If you could design a video game aimed at me, that is fucking it.
Do you know, I knew nothing about them making a Jurassic Park game, and when you pitched it to me, I thought this was going to be like one of those theme park games where you like the tycoon ones where you like you design your own Jurassic Park. That actually sounds a lot better.
So there's one
it's a third person like action RPG, like I'm not sure. But that's funny you should say that, because I was watching a clip on it the other day. She's just a technician, right? She's been caught there. She's not some sort of stealth. She's not Sam Fisher. She's not
Lara Croft.
She's not Lara Croft. And a lot of it apparently is not going to be about how you defeat the dinosaurs. It is going to be the ultimate stealth experience.
Trying
to survive. I am more excited about that than any other video game, except maybe if they announced Last of Us 3.
Wow.
Fair
There's
enough,
video games I'm probably more excited about, like Ghost of Yuntai and stuff like
No.
that as well.
Yeah, I want
Did you see the new Indiana Jones gameplay
Yes.
trailer?
That's
Is that an Xbox exclusive?
So Xbox exclusive for about a week and a half, and then it comes out on PlayStation.
but the one thing is, I'm pretty sure we're getting that on Game Pass for free.
It looks like Far Cry in a different jacket.
I have in my letter to Santa, I've
I'll
asked for an
probably play
Xbox.
Wow.
Nice.
As well as, I'm not going to get rid
Why
of the
not?
PS.
Dying?
But just not because, do you know, I want to go back and play all the Halo and play
So you can
Splinter
play
Cell
Stefan
and play
and-
Stefan on Game Pass and whatever else. So I'm quite excited about it.
Fair.
Nice one. So the thing that got me excited, so Star Wars Skeleton Crew came out today, right? Now I have not
2
seen
episodes
anything
ago.
of this, right?
That's gonna be
And
so good.
I saw like some trailers of it and things like that, and I was like, do you know what, that could actually be quite fun, especially on the build up to Christmas and stuff. But the thing that got me excited was I saw a review, and it was a spoiler free review, and one of the lines said, this, if you imagine Goonies in
The
space.
Space Pirates?
So Goonies in space, as soon as I heard that sentence, I never realised that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
now
why?
I'm 100%,
Why?
100% on board immediately. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
So at some point over this weekend, I'm going to start watching Skeleton
So
Crew.
the first 2 episodes came out, so it was a 2-episode launch.
Yeah.
And it's going to be one a week every week.
Well, I'm looking forward to it now. Like,
Disney Plus.
I thought it was going to be. This is going to be like a kids show. This is not going to be.
Goonies
for
was a
me.
kid's film?
I know exactly, Goonies is a kid, but that's it. I think I'll be able to enjoy this.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited about it because previously the only things in Star Wars that have been like amazing to me has been like Andor, which is very
Which might not be coming back, but it might be coming back.
Yeah.
Oh,
which
she's
is like-
she's nearly finished film.
very heavy.
3.
Oh, right, okay,
Coming
okay.
back or not.
Okay, sorry.
Did you hear the whole thing about Ahsoka? They're rewriting the ending of season
Yeah.
2 because they're not 100% sure they get a season 3.
Do you know what's interesting is that these are absolutely phenomenal segues into this weekend geek.
Oh.
Yeah, like literally, you would think almost that you were involved in the creation of this podcast.
What is the big news, Pedro?
So,
You're using my pen again.
apologies. Do you know the reason I keep grabbing that pen that I gave you is because when I use
Sure.
this one, is I keep clicking it.
Alright, I'll take that as well.
Yeah,
click-
give me that
click-
one. Give me that one to fidget
Aye,
with.
'cause
This is my ADHD.
You click it all the time and it gets picked up on audio all the
This
time.
around in my bag and then Jordan tried to steal it.
I get it.
Which, by the way, you couldn't steal anything from me, it's yours. Skeleton Crew is out, and this is the perfect example of everything critical is phenomenal. Everything's 4 stars and above. So good. Tribute to the Goonies, tributes to 80s cinema, everything speaking really, really positively about how good this piece of Star Wars
Waxing
media
lyrical.
is. Waxing lyrical is one of my favourite phrases, and it could not be more apt. Every single thing you read on any fan forum, anybody that's a Star Wars fan, which by the way, I'm going to have a rant about this one day because they drive me fucking nuts, right? But everyone that's a Star Wars fan, it's shite, it's rubbish, it's this, it's that, right? It looks brilliant. I've not watched it yet, I'm going to watch it. But every single person that's watched it that would not claim themselves to be someone that has some form of ownership over Star Wars says it's brilliant, right? It's going to end up being brilliant and going the same way as fucking the other one. The Acolyte. Couldn't remember it for a second there.
Yeah,
I'm such a big fan.
Loads of TV.
Yeah.
I'm such a big fan, I can't even remember the name of it. But yeah, so the fans are very meh on it. Everybody else says it's brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thoughts?
I think there's this kind of weird. We exist in this kind of weird space where, unless something's amazing, and is like a 10 out of 10, no one gives it any kind of
It's the worst
recognition.
thing ever made.
And that is like this kind of weird thing where we are. Nothing's just fine. Nothing's just good. It's either the best thing that's ever been made or the worst thing that's ever been made. We live in this, and it's a lot of it's clickbait orientated from content creators, where nothing can ever just be good or fun or an easy watch.
You can't just enjoy something.
You know, you
How
either
fucking
have to build it off of, oh, this is the worst thing that's ever made. This is an insult to Star Wars, or this is the greatest thing that Star Wars has done. Thank God they're back to like making the things that made it great again. That they're focusing on the old principles of it.
All white people. No homosexuality.
I'm going to, and the entire universe, millions of years in the future, like the world hasn't progressed at all past 1948. What the one thing I'm going to say, right, and this is potentially something that if the podcast was ever to go anywhere, this potentially might be something that would cause us a bit of flack from other people in the same community that we would claim to be part of, right? Star Wars fans moan more about Kathleen Kennedy than anything else. Now, yes, she's not gotten everything right, and yes, she probably could. There's somebody else could be in that role, or at least be consulting on it, right? However, the worst thing about Star Wars is the fandom, by miles. You've hinted at it before. You've said it. I am the biggest Star Wars fan of all of us. It's getting ridiculous now. Yeah. It's getting ridiculous.
It's going to kill us.
It's going to absolutely kill it.
The Star Wars fandom is so unforgiving.
So toxic,
it's horrible, because there was a long time there where you had nothing except those 3 movies, and all anyone wanted was for people to dive in and just tell more stories inside that universe. And we started getting that, and the reaction from, I don't want to say it's everyone, but from like the
vocal minority.
Yeah, the vocal minority was people just spewing hatred, just towards everything that was made. And the majority, like, listen, I wasn't a massive fan of The Acolyte, but it's fine. It's a solid 6 or 7 out of 10. Yeah. It was cool
with
just
a couple of real potential seeds that could turn into something amazing.
That's right. It was great to see something different. Okay, and one of my biggest.
Oh man.
One of my biggest.
It's fucking different, Tommy. It's fucking different. Sorry.
One of my biggest grievances with.
Good luck sorting out the volume on that one,
One of my biggest grievances with Star Wars has been that we've been trapped in this one moment in time, and everything has to revolve around that. Yeah, and there's so much lore, and I know that the extended universe isn't really canon, but there's a lot of stuff to take inspiration from. Was it the expanded universe? I thought it was extended. Right. Anyway. But like my whole thing was,
I feel as if we're losing a lot of time here, guys.
We really are losing a lot of time. Anyway, fucking stop being shite towards everything.
Just leave it alone.
You see, if you don't like it, shut up.
Aye. Enjoy it. Because imagine, do you know the way, the final thing we'll finish on this, right? See, when you were a New Hope fan when you were a kid, right? Your mum and dad didn't like it, right? Imagine every single adult coming about was like, oh my god, that's a joke, and then we never get another Star Wars. That's what you're doing to the kids.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's the same with the prequels and the hate that the people that were involved in those got. It's the same with the Acolyte and Skeleton Crew now, because honestly, again, Skeleton Crew is a great example. People that have watched it, that know what they're talking about, have enjoyed it. They're not saying it's The Godfather Part 2. But the people that are supposedly fans of the franchise are, oh, it's a joke, it's disgusting. Honestly, God, man, I hate you all.
And that is the thing, though, because at some point, the people who loved...
Kill yourself.
Yeah. The people that loved like Force Awakens and things like that and grew up and that was their Star Wars movie, they will eventually grow up and give Daisy Ridley the Hayden Christensen treatment.
Exactly.
Where suddenly they will be old enough and loud enough to give her flowers.
Next thing was Ahsoka season 2 is happening, and we all know that that's happening. But you mentioned it previously, Steve, right? The one thing that I found that was quite interesting about this is that Dave Filoni, who, for those that are uninitiated, was responsible for Rebels and pretty much every episode of Clone Wars. He's the sole writer on Ahsoka season 2, which I didn't know.
He was sole writer on Ahsoka season 1 as well, was he not?
No, there was a few writers in Ahsoka.
Was there a few writers?
Yeah, Jon Favreau was involved in Ahsoka season 1 and stuff like that.
Okay.
But yeah, so he's the sole writer, and I'm really excited about it.
Aye, just let him do his thing.
I like it. There's no one more committed to Star Wars lore than that guy, so just let him do it.
Other than potentially me.
The staunchest defender of the Phantom Menace.
Exactly, the Phantom Menace defender. Johnny Depp. Have you seen the news on this character?
I don't think I have.
Yes.
Johnny Depp, potentially, I'm going to let you say, Jordan, because you look quite excited.
As possibly going to be
Possibly.
back as Captain Jack Sparrow. He and Warner Brothers seem to have put the
Disney.
differences. Sorry, Disney. Put some differences aside. They open the checkbook. They realise how much of a franchise they've got in their hands, and possibly looks like Captain Jack is going to be back for another seafaring adventure.
See the thing is, so Stefan, before that big inhale of breath,
Fucking love Jack Sparrow.
Jack Sparrow's
Same.
one of the best.
I love
movie
Jack.
characters ever
No,
made, right?
listen. Anyone that heard that sigh, that is not me having an issue with Jack Sparrow. This is me having an issue with every Pirates of the Caribbean sequel.
Yeah,
If
no, I
that
agree.
had been one movie, that would be revered
I
as
agree.
one of the greatest movies ever made.
It's one of the greatest action movies ever made. First
Absolutely,
Pirates of
it's a
the Caribbean.
blockbuster as well. One of the greatest blockbusters
I remember
ever
getting
made.
that DVD for Christmas when I was away.
Can you believe
that
it's
was really young.
2003 that came out?
Aye,
21
That's
years old.
it's
I
nuts.
remember that 'cause I remember getting it as a Wayne.
There you
It was
go.
a DVD.
That's a win.
But
I went on a date to go and see that, believe it or not, because I'm significantly older than you.
What was his name?
Job. The biggest thing that was really that I find interesting about this, right, because I agree the sequels were pretty
Not
right.
all of them.
Dead Man's Chest was fine.
Yeah.
Stranger Things was watchable.
no, it wasn't.
The best thing in all the best thing my pen's gone. The best thing in every single one of these movies was Johnny Depp playing Captain Jack
Yeah.
Sparrow, right? Now we touched very briefly last week, completely coincidentally, on the Gunniverse episode, the Elephant Man, that Johnny Depp potentially, if he ever was able to rehabilitate himself from a PR point of view, would be phenomenal in that universe.
Yeah.
Disney are the ones that have reached out to him, and they are the ones that are making moves effectively. If Johnny Depp manages to salvage his career from where it was, I am here for it.
I love Jack Sparrow.
Listen.
I'm more than here for it. I'm ready.
This is the tale.
I will not lie. I will watch it if he makes another one. Okay, but I'm just saying that when they made the first one and it was a huge hit, and then they went to make the second one and they leaned into the wrong aspects of
See,
what
I agree.
made him entertaining.
The sequels weren't
He's
great.
on it. I'll be fine.
The sequels weren't great. Johnny Depp was brilliant, and I guarantee you, no matter what happens, the next Pirates film, if Johnny Depp comes back, will be the best one since the first one.
I really hope you're right.
About it.
Really hope you're right, because I love that character.
Fair.
We spent a significant period of tonight, guys, and I'm going to hustle things along, right? We spent a significant period of this evening talking about Harry Potter. We also pointed out that Harry Potter is a pretty whitewashed universe, right? A lot of characters, right? Listen, school in Scotland, fair enough. At no point am I claiming that J.K. Rowling was anything other than realistic when she wrote it. However, a lot of the diverse characters weren't particularly well fleshed out.
Yep.
Snape has apparently potentially been recast.
Of
Have
the
you seen
casting? No.
Oh, I
At
did
the
not
time
hear
of
this at
my
all.
research on the Harry Potter episode, there was no confirmed casting.
This last few days.
Okay.
And Snape is the character that is apparently, I've just lost the pen again.
Snape's having a stroke.
Snape is a character that cannot hold on to his pen.
Akio Pen.
Imagine that look. Snape has been recast apparently, and who they want is a guy who I wish I knew more about. A guy called Papa Essiedu.
Okay.
Never heard this.
You want to try and do justice to it, and not cause wild offence by getting it wrong. He's been in loads of stuff. It was like I looked earlier on. I can't remember a single bit of it because I've had far too much whiskey and far too much Guinness.
See, I knew
But-
this was going to be a fucking mistake.
Yeah,
That's what I
apparently
would drink.
Snape has been recast, and this you flirted with this earlier on, Stefan. When I read this, a lot of people there's this, and we'll not get into controversial territory. Right? There's an awful lot of people moaning about characters being recast in different races, different ethnicities, different genders, and whatever else. Right?
When I just want to noted that when I say this, it was not in a negative
No,
view.
I'm about to say exactly that. But there's a lot of in the world. There's a lot of people that use this as a reason to lambast stuff, right? I am not the biggest fan of the idea, for example, of turning James Bond into a woman, right? However, with the Doctor and Doctor Who it worked, because obviously I've got to mention Doctor Who, right? With this, I think Snape. I absolutely agree with your point earlier on. Alan Rickman was Snape. Snape was based on Alan Rickman.
Yeah.
So as a studio, if you're now thinking, let's recast that, do we get someone to try and do a different take on the Alan Rickman thing? Or do we get someone who is completely different background, ethnicity, absolutely everything, and have them do their take on the character.
And I
that's the route
I
you go
think
down.
that would be the safest way of doing it, because you don't want to be able to draw easy comparisons between the two.
Exactly.
Because no one's ever going to say that this character played the Alan Rickman style Snape better than Alan Rickman did. You're walking into like
you
negative
can't do it.
comparisons.
You can't do it.
So I don't know who this person is though, I've got to say.
So the biggest thing I'll probably recognise
Gangs of
him from
London.
is Gangs of London.
Okay.
He played
Unfortunately, you can't see what we're looking at on
he
Job's phone.
played the main character's business partner's son.
Yeah.
He was in the full first season of season 1.
Oh, I've seen it. He's really good. He is really,
Brilliant
really
actor.
good.
Apparently.
Was he also in
He is Snape.
Blinders, the guy?
No.
No.
No,
Okay.
I've seen Peaky Blinders. He's definitely not. In
No,
it.
he's not in.
No,
He's really really good though.
I was actually gutted that he wasn't in more of Gangs of London.
Aye, yeah.
He's really a really good actor.
He played like the
He's particularly good in
kinda,
season 1.
the Harvard
Yeah.
Yes.
graduate,
Mm.
That's right.
ready to take over the
So
empire.
he's
more than
been
his son.
potentially cast as Snape.
Apparently he
I'm
is being
absolutely
cast as Snape.
on board with
Mate,
that.
yeah,
So
yeah,
am I.
fine with
100%.
completely different take.
Love it.
Great actor. Yep, 100%
love it.
on board. I like it.
So Daredevil,
Daredevil.
Reborn.
Has been confirmed.
So
you read it?
you nearly called it earlier on. Daredevil,
Daredevil, which I've watched before.
the bare arse devil,
I love
Reborn.
it. Apparently it's going to be set 5 years after the series.
Fine with that.
So the Netflix series is definitely canon then.
Oh no, it's canon. It's been confirmed as canon. Yeah.
This is one of those things that even though they said it early on, they've went back on so many
Oh,
things to do with it.
James Gunn isn't in charge of it.
I was
Second.
terrified.
First 10 minutes of the first episode, and the last 50 minutes of the last one.
I was terrified that they were going to
No,
renege,
all of it's
because
true.
I'd seen that the people that wrote it and they'd filmed a bunch of stuff and all that was getting scrapped.
No.
Everything that's happened on Netflix is staying.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I saw
Equally,
that
the guy that
John.
played Bullseye is back.
Yep, saw that. So
Playing
John
Bullseye again.
Bernthal has done some stuff as Punisher as well, which I'm really excited about because he's brilliant as him.
I would also love to see Ben Barnes back.
Jigsaw.
As Jigsaw, yeah, why
Professor
not?
Snape himself.
Yes, exactly.
Saying, hang on though, if it's canon, he's dead.
Did he die though?
No.
What?
Did you see him die?
Yeah, so
Did you see
shot
his
and
heart
died.
stop beating?
Well, I didn't have an X-ray going, so
There you
Alright,
you
fair
didn't see him
enough.
die then, did you?
Right, cool.
He wasn't hooked up to an
technician
ECG
in
at
the
the time.
corner.
Fuck you.
No, I mean, think he worked for the NHS or something.
Wanker.
The reviews are in, guys. The two big reviews this week, this last couple of weeks. A film that we are all excited about. We spoke about in the Halloween episode, Nosferatu.
Yep.
Every single review is overwhelmingly positive. Final one is this really weird film that I've been kind of a little bit, what the fuck's going on here?
1 or 2.
Aye. Robbie Williams has got a biopic out called Better Man.
Oh no,
Okay.
I've no
It's
interest.
ridiculous.
No
So,
interest.
However, every single review is 4 stars and above.
So the thing about this is, so Robbie Williams brought out a song called Me and My Monkey, right? So it's me and my monkey,
Oh no,
my monkey and me. The monkey is his chip my shoulder. It's his.
I see. That's always how you
ego.
feel.
It was his excuse for doing drugs.
Aye.
Really. Was what it
Apparently,
was.
it's the most honest,
So I put it on
unflinching. Oh, okay.
and I turned it off.
Really?
Yeah. Shite. The other Robbie Williams documentary was better.
The documentary, the boy band one, looks good.
No, not even that. There was one on Netflix. So there's
Oh
two.
yeah, no, I watched that. I remember that.
The one about the monkeys just fucking balls.
By all accounts, it's brilliant
Nah,
from start to finish. They all say it's a proper kind of Rocket Man style biography.
I'm going to turn into the Star Wars fandom.
Okay, I'm going to watch it,
Fuck that.
and we will have a debate. Cool,
And then we'll talk about it.
love that. That was this month in Geek.
This month?
Yeah, well, we've been speaking for a month.
I was gonna say.
All the Star Wars stuff's not going to make it.
Uh-huh.
Week in Geek.
Right, a lot of that stuff's getting cut.
Wait a minute.
Oh, aye, we need to.
It's the weekend more.
Aye.
Weekend more.
Fucking get ready for this quiz, by the way. So
What?
way over time.
I'm joking.
Right, let's do it. This week's quiz, guys, is between myself and Jordan.
Okay,
Uh,
so
currently, I've not even done the
I'm
league
the
table yet.
lowest.
I think Steph.
Oh, you've only done one.
I've done. Aye, so I'm
You've done
You've
one.
only done one.
So you
Stefan's
get
done
7. I've done 2, and I think I was 9 and 3, so I'm like 12.
You're 12 and I'm on.
You're on
9
9
I think,
as
for
well.
The first one. So
So-
me and you've only done one. So this is us leveling up.
so as advertised the last time we were together, this is the Three Musketeers quiz.
It's not.
off, man.
You can't do that, man.
I'm kidding. I've held myself to one question.
This episode's went to shit.
So it really has fallen
It's been
apart.
good fun.
It's fell apart.
Anyway.
I mean, best of luck to you
I
putting this
think it's
back
going to be the
together.
best one to listen to.
Right, okay, so quiz. Question number 1. What was the name of the 2023 movie based on the Von Erich wrestling family?
Oh. Here we go.
And
Iron Claw.
That was Iron Clad
Iron
fighting my family.
Claw family. No,
Well
that
done,
was
Jordan.
well done.
Heartbreaking film.
Okay.
Jesus,
I've not
man.
watched it yet.
Good.
Good.
Oh, mate.
Zac Efron, his new jaw.
Heartbreaking film.
Question 2.
Question 2. What is the name of the serial killer in the film The Silence of the Lambs?
Hannibal Lecter.
Buffalo Bill.
Buffalo Bill, thank you.
Yes. Right. I need to scooch in for the quiz that I'm getting cheated on. Right. 3.
Number 3. Who directed the 2017 film Get Out?
Jordan
Hey.
Peele.
Jordan Peele.
Jordan Peele, very good. Okay, cool. Alright, question number 4. Who voiced Mushu in Milan?
It's
one of my favourite
Oh
films of
no,
all
I nearly
time.
went wrong. I nearly went Hannibal
It's
Lecter again.
she's my favourite Disney princess. Anthony Hopkins.
It's
Eddie
a
Murphy.
good friend.
Eddie Murphy.
Edward
Okay,
Murphy.
I would really like to know who you were about to write, Pete.
I nearly wrote Danny DeVito.
Okay. That's Hercules.
Yes. That's Hercules.
Great. Okay.
Great kid.
What was question number 5? What was Scream originally called?
Oh, I know this one.
I don't.
It's Hannibal Lecter.
You ready, Jordan?
3, 2, 1.
Pete, please.
Florida Massacre.
Scary movie.
Scary Movie.
Is that why Scary Movie's called Scary Movie?
That is why Scary Movie is called Scary Movie.
5 minutes.
Okay. Question number 6. Which actress connects these movies? The Greatest Showman, Dune or June, and Men in Black International. Jordan, who'd you get?
Zendaya.
Who'd you get, Pete?
Rebecca Ferguson.
Rebecca Ferguson. Question number 7. In the Star Wars TV show Andor, which actor gives the famous One Way Out speech as Kino Loy?
I've not watched Andor. Pass.
Oh, away.
No, a pass is a pass. I've not seen it, so I
Fair
don't know.
enough.
Fair enough.
I'm not going to fucking cheat.
He was Gollum.
It's Andy Serkis.
Andy Serkis.
Andy Serkis, yeah.
I wouldn't have
You
known.
haven't
that.
watched Andor
yet?
No.
Go watch Andor.
Alright, cool.
Andor is
Thanks.
good.
It's amazing. Okay, question number 8. Which 1998 movie starred Johnny Depp, Benicio del Toro, and Tobey Maguire? Johnny Depp is portraying a famous author in this movie.
Oh. I'm raging. I needed a clue.
You not got it?
Nah.
Sorry, dude.
Don't apologise. The quiz is the quiz.
What is it, Pete?
He plays Hunter S. Thompson.
In Fear and
Fear and
Loathing
Loathing.
in Las
I was going to
Vegas.
say Fear and Loathing.
Yeah. What did you end up saying?
Pass.
Pass.
I couldn't be off right now.
Okay, 9. In Star Wars Rogue One, what is the name of Jin's father, played by Mads Mikkelsen? Also,
Galen Erso.
Galen also. Okay. Now, on to question 10. This is my one Three Musketeers question. Okay. Now, this is it's a multiple choice. It's a multiple choice. Okay. So, during production of 1993 classic Three Musketeers,
Well, how excited
all
is
the
he?
main actors were put through 6 weeks of fencing and riding lessons, except one. Who could not attend due to scheduling issues? Who missed out? So it's either Chris O'Donnell, Charlie Sheen, Oliver Platt, or Kiefer Sutherland.
I wrote that while you were answering that question. I'm going to stick with it.
Who was B?
Charlie Sheen.
I'm going to go for this. I've got a reason.
So it was a scheduling issue because you're the years guy. So this was 1993. So what was he filming?
I've gone Chris O'Donnell for Scent of a Woman.
Okay, and you went B because
Charlie
you just
Sheen
wrote
sees out
B.
his tits.
Funnily enough, you're right. He was
He was
filming.
banging 7 gram rock. 5 out of 10.
I'll take my 7 and I'll run.
Fantastic.
Excellent. Puts me back top of the tree.
That
was
for the wee
the full off.
full hour. Thank you very much for sitting through this painstaking episode. The pod mother will render this down and we'll get it to as close to half an hour as possible.
We promise
We're
we
gonna
will
need
tighten
to
this up
give-
in the future.
We're going to need to give the pod mother some money or something, man.
Aye,
Because
aye.
there's a lot of work in tonight.
We drank way too much tonight.
We did.
It is our Mates Movies and Malts Christmas night out. We all had a great time.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoy, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
More energy.
Bye.
Bye.